Hello, my name is Gil. So there's two reasons why I'm here. Reason one why I'm this close is because the wind's kind of blowing, as you can tell. I don't know, maybe you can't tell, maybe you can, but the wind's blowing and I need to make sure that you can absolutely fucking hear me. That's why I'm going to kind of keep my face up here. So please excuse me if I'm up in your face. Second, the other reason is this. I want you to stop right now and stop watching this video if, in particular, you are not battling the bouts or you do not struggle maybe at all or ever with, anxiety, with procrastination, with distraction, with the thief of fucking distraction. And I just realized how funny my face looked when I did that. The thief of procrastination. That's funny. But usually, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, everybody, and this isn't just entrepreneurs, this isn't just startup entrepreneurs, it's everybody and their mama and their daddy struggles with this issue, with it just a little bit, just a wee bit. And so if that's the case and you're not struggling though, for whatever reason, maybe you're Superman, maybe you're a god, fuck, you're watching this, why are you a god and you're watching this? If that's the case, stop watching right now, alright? Does that make sense? Alright, I'll give you a second to leave. You didn't leave? Okay, cool, you're back. Alright, that said, it's great to see you again. My name is Gil Franklin, so I'm a motivational speaker and I'm also a high-performance life coach for men. But I just wanted to take this moment right here to show you something important. And if you will be so kind, I want to tell you a really quick story. But before I tell you that, I want you to watch these 2 really quick videos. One is of The Rock, and this other one is with Eric Thomas. He's also a motivational speaker, and is also known as Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher. Dude, this guy's badass. It's about reinventing.
Just got to show you guys this view. It is spectacular of one of my favorite cities in the world, Vancouver, Canada. And look, I've dropped my blood and sweat in this city, wrestled multiple matches in this city, shot big movies in this city. But one thing that a lot of people don't know that I want to share with you guys is when I was 22 years old, I came to this city for the first time. I was playing in the Canadian Football League, playing my first pro football game. I was playing for the Calgary Stampeders. We were playing the BC Lions. I was so excited. 2 days later, I got cut. The dream shattered, sent home with $7 in my pocket. I was like, wait, no, I gotta play in the NFL eventually. Those are my big goals. That's my dream. You realize that playing in the NFL was the best thing that never happened because it got me here. So my point is, look, you're gonna get your ass kicked. We're gonna get the shit kicked out of us. You gotta get up. You gotta have faith that the one thing you wanted to happen oftentimes is the best thing that never happened. So have faith and just keep that in mind and keep plugging away.
Life's got you backed up. I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. And the world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me. It's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
Awesome, dude. So welcome back. I want to keep this video really short, really simple, but at the same time, very resourcefully valuable for you. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to tell you a quick story really quick, and then I'm going to get to the point. But I'm going to tell you what the point is. The moral and the point of what I want you to understand and take from it is why it is important, and it is also okay very much if you're a startup entrepreneur, or if you're an entrepreneur in general, or if you're just a person, a normal fucking person who experiences everyday anxiety and possible, I don't want to say depression, but procrastination. I want to say that it is okay for you to take your foot off of the fucking gas pedal, especially in like 2020. Everything's kind of chaotic with all the news and all that shit, and it's hot as hell. It's summer if you're living in the western hemisphere of the world. It's okay to take your foot off the gas pedal at the end of the day. Duh, right? But like everybody, it's easy. Obviously, it's easier said than done. Easier fucking said than done. Like I wouldn't be creating a video of this if it was being done a lot more frequently. So, the story is this. Keep it really short and simple. When I grew up in a place called San Bernardino, California. As I grew up, this was like 11 years old to 17 years old. As I grew up, I grew in a place, as I said, in San Bernardino, California. And this place where I used to live, specifically, was called the Dark Side. Like, it was ghetto. We had police helicopters going around every so often, nearly every night. There was one point, like behind my house, there's no houses here, but there's a house over there. If you imagine, like, right behind that where the gate is at, if you imagine where that gate is at, there was somebody's car got burned. Like they stole the person's car, and then, like, for whatever reason, there's like a gate, and they broke the gate. They drove over the gate with the fucking Suburban, and the Suburban was lit on fire. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like in the house, fucking 12, 15-year-old, coming out of middle school, freaking the fuck out. My mom had to go to work. She was like trying to survive and shit, and then doing her thing. But brothers, like, they had to go to work too, so I'm like, wow. So I mean, kind of a rough childhood, but nothing crazy. And going from being that kid to becoming and doing everything that I gotta do to, like, you know, what feels like moving the needle in my day. It's important to understand that if I don't want to get bogged down so much by all the shit that's going on in my life, like all of the videos I gotta create, all of the, like, editing that I gotta do, because I do the editing, all of the thumbnails I gotta create, all of the posting times I gotta post them, all of the extra stuff that I gotta study to make improve my skills, my high income skills. Like, it's important, as I said, to take my foot off of the gas pedal. And what I did, like 8 years fucking later, because I'm 25 now, is this was yesterday. I was stressed. My house was hot. I'm not even joking. Like, I had 3 fans on and a window open, and I was still sweating. I had no t-shirt on. I had shorts. I was still sweating. It was pathetic. And I was just stressing. I was like 12 a.m. I'm trying to sleep, but it's not fucking working. And, like, I was like, I was just getting angry, and there was no point in getting angry, you know what I mean? Because you're not doing anything. So, what I did, sporadically, in the moment, was I decided to say, fuck this. I put on a different t-shirt, namely this one. I wasn't wearing, namely this one, for example, and I went for a drive. I don't live there anymore. I live in Hemet, California, which is like 20 minutes away from Palm Springs, California. But this is one of the places that I go to meditate and calm down and breathe after the gym and all that other shit. So, I went for a drive in that neighborhood. And I visited it. I confronted that issue by driving there at 1:29 a.m. at night, or in the morning. 1:29 a.m. in the morning on the freeway where it was fucking empty, which was awesome, by the way. It's really great to drive at night sometimes. But, like, 1:29 a.m. I couldn't sleep. Fuck it. It's hot. Whatever. Go for a drive. My car is cooler anyway. Turn the AC on, drive there. Just nice 65 miles an hour driving. And as I went there, I went to my old neighborhood. And, like, it was the most peaceful, most blissful, most wonderful experience of nostalgia and confrontation of fear ever when I went there. And I can't fully explain that to you because that's a waste of time. You're going to get your own interpretation from this video anyway. So, again, the moral of this is, though, like I said, it's okay to, after we do all of these things, like, especially, like I said, if you're an entrepreneur, startup entrepreneur, you're a small business owner, just a normal person who has to go to his 9-to-5 job, but he's fucking tired of it, or he's tired of his family, and just need a break. It is absolutely fucking okay for you to take a step back. Take a deep breath. Slow down. And just be and relax. Even if you have a kid, I mean, I have mentors that have kids, and I also have 2 brothers. I'm not going to jump into their story, but I also have 2 brothers. One of them complains about having 1 kid, and he has to go to work. I get that. I can understand that. But I have mentors. Is my thing. My mentor I think he's an 8-figure business owner. He's a founder of the business called Fit Body Boot Camp. I'm not gonna throw his name in there out here, but like, and he's just one, and he's only one out of the many. And like, he has 3 kids, and he owns the business, and he manages everything, and he has his team, and he has to communicate with his team, and he has to do all this other stuff. And I hear like my brother complaining about having 1 kid, and he has to work and do all this thing, and yada yada yada. I'm so tired. I'm like, I love you, bro, but like, are you really tired? Or do you just have habits that you're stuck in? And that's okay, because we're all human beings. I'm not blaming him. Like, it's just we get caught in the mindset how that is, and that's why I'm sharing that example here with you. My mentor was the same thing. He's like, dude, when I ended up seeing a video of him when he was saying like, you could end up choosing to. He says we have 2 like forms in our mind. We have the beast. You can negotiate with the beast, and you can negotiate with the bitch. If you negotiate with the bitch, you keep getting what the bitch gives you, which is nothing. You get zip, zelch. You get all of the tired feeling. But if you negotiate with the beast, with the fucking jet fighter and not the crop duster, like if anybody who's watching me and watches my videos, like, you know who I'm talking about, you get
I'm a fucking fighter jet.
through all of that bullshit. All of this temporary feeling of pain and making whatever sacrifice that you have to do in your time, namely for, I guess we could say, feeling better. Because this isn't about goals anymore. It's just about health and wellness and just general tranquil peace of mind. That's what I'm sharing you here. It's like if you have to take a moment and like go to an open field by yourself and sit down and just fucking meditate for 3 minutes. Then do it. Why not? Why not do it? Because you care about what other people think about you? Who fucking cares what people think? There's so many fucking cars that drove by me right now, and like I can see some of them smiling at me because I'm doing this. I'm looking so happy, but like, who cares? That you just made their day better because you're getting to be you. So that's another important part. It's okay to take your time. And here's another idea.
My dad used to get so mad at me. You just said a week ago that we were gonna sell rosé. I'm like, I changed my mind. Customers came in, I didn't like the way it felt. I changed my mind. I think changing your mind is a huge strength. I think a lot of people don't fire people, don't change their mind because they're greatly insecure. This is an enormous game of insecurity. You know, why do people dream and not do? They're insecure. They inherently don't think they can do it. Insecurity also leads to a lot of hate. It just does. And I just want to implore so many people here that during this great time of reflection, as our country struggles with COVID, with racism, this is such an incredible time to change your mind. Like, I think so many people feel like they're pot committed, like, I fucked up in the past, so I'm not going to be able to fix it now anyway. That's just not true. Changing your mind is a huge strength. Changing your actions is a huge strength. People can change. And through communication, through observing, I just implore so many people to change their minds on every issue, especially ones that matter the most.